everybody, welcome back to Bloom Pilates. My name is Amy and I'll be your instructor today. Today I'm joined by the Bloom girls, Georgie and Mia. So if you're new to Pilates or a complete beginner, follow along with Georgie. And for today's class, you'll need a small ball or a yoga block, or you can do it without any props as well. So if you don't have a small ball or yoga block, don't worry, just continue the exercises without any props. So we're going to start just coming into our roll downs. We're going to come to the edge of your mat, making sure that your feet are about hip width apart. We're going to roll those shoulders down and back, relaxing your knees, taking a nice deep inhale. We're going to exhale, roll down, upper back, mid back, lower back. Inhale, hold. And exhale, slow and controlled, rolling all the way back up, lower back, mid back, upper back. Inhale and exhale, rolling down, upper back, mid back, lower back. Inhale, hold, and exhale, slowly rolling up, lower back, mid back, upper back. And let's do one more of those. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest, upper back, mid back, lower back. From there, we're going to exhale, start to walk your hands out into your downward facing dog. And we're going to gently start to pedal through the feet, just warming up the backs of the legs. And just taking a nice deep inhale through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth. And when you're feeling ready, we're going to slowly press both heels down into the mat, just holding this downward facing dog. Taking a nice deep inhale, we're going to exhale, come down onto your hands and knees. And going straight into our cat-cow, we exhale round through the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Inhale, arch. One last time, exhale, rounding through the spine. And inhale, arch. We're going to open your knees nice and wide and press back into rest position. So just reaching those arms all the way out in front of you, taking a nice deep inhale through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. And again, we inhale through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth. One last time, inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Slowly coming all the way up to a seated position. So if you're doing the modified version, you're going to take your yoga block, bring it in between your thighs, or you can do it without the yoga block this first exercise. If you're following Mia and I, we're going to bring the small ball in between your thighs. So Georgie, if you don't want to use the yoga block, you don't have to for this one. You can just do it without for the first exercise. And we're going to come onto your hands and knees. So we really want to make sure that your wrists are in line with your shoulders, that we're spreading the fingertips out, and that we're scooping the belly button in towards the spine. And again, just making sure that your knees are in line with your hips. We're going to flex our toes, lift up out of the shoulders, tuck the tailbone under. So imagine that tray of gin and tonic resting on your lower back. As we exhale, we squeeze the ball and lift your knees just off of the mat. And then inhale, tapping your knees down. And exhale, lifting your knees just off of the mat. And inhale, tapping down. 3 more, exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. 2 more, exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. And last one, exhale, lift. We hold it there. If you have the ball, we're going to squeeze and release the ball for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down and just sinking back onto your knees, so coming back into that rest position. We're now going to bring the small ball underneath your left knee or your yoga block. So if you don't want to use the small ball because it is quite wobbly, then following Georgie using the yoga block. And as I say, if you don't have a yoga block, just doing it without any props. So we're going to bring your hands underneath your shoulders again. We're flexing the left toes, pressing them down into the mat. Spreading those fingertips nice and wide, scooping the belly button in, lifting up out of that left hip. We're going to exhale, come into donkey kick, and inhale, bring that leg in. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Really thinking of that capital Y position, so the rib cage drawing down towards the hips and your pubic bone zipping up towards your belly button. We've got 5 more, 4, 3, 2, hopefully you're feeling those quads start to activate, and 1. We're going to hold it here, 10 little pulses. We pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We point the toes. We bring that right knee in. We exhale, open the knee out to the side. Inhale, squeeze to close, coming into fire hydrant. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We keep that knee lifted and we pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I know that left quad is burning. We're going to extend that leg out and we exhale, lift, inhale, tap it down. Exhale, 2. How are we feeling, Mia? Because that leg is going to be burning. Exhale, 3. Hopefully everybody else is feeling the burn. 4. How are you feeling, Georgie?
Yeah, burn.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flexing your foot. We squeeze the glutes. 10 little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax down, grab hold of the ball and push back into your rest position. So not only are you feeling the quad activating, but you should be feeling that right glute activate as well. So before we come over to the other side, we're actually going to do a little bit of oblique work or side body work. So if you're following Georgie, you're going to be doing this exercise without coming onto your forearms. So you'll come all the way down, lying all the way down, coming into those clamshells. And then when we lift up into plank position, you'll just try and lift that bottom hip up and down. So we're still going to activate that bottom oblique. So this variation is very good for anybody that maybe has shoulder injuries and you can't come up onto your forearm. If you're following myself and Mia, you're going to come up onto your forearm and we're going to bring the small ball behind your knee. From there, we're going to bring that top hand behind your head, bracing those abdominal muscles. We're going to exhale, lift the top knee into clamshell, and inhale, release. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. 4. Trying to keep that torso as still as possible, so still thinking about that capital Y position. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're now going to add our plank to the movement. So as we exhale, lift up into clamshell, we're going to lift up into plank, and then inhale, coming down. Exhale, 2, lifting up into plank, and inhale, down. Exhale, 3, and lower. Exhale, 4, and lower. Exhale, 5, we hold it up, we draw the elbow to knee for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming down, grabbing hold of your small ball, place it in between your ribs and your hips. So again, if you're following Georgie, you're going to repeat this variation with your head and chest down, and your leg is still going to go out straight, and you're just going to do a little lift and lower down, a little lift and lower down. If you're following Mia and myself, you're going to bring the small ball in between your ribs and your hips, and we're going to rest that bottom elbow onto the mat, stretching that top leg out. So again, thinking of that capital Y position. It doesn't matter if you can't lift your elbow off of the mat. So it's just the idea that we're thinking of using that top oblique. So we inhale to prepare, exhale, try and lift the bottom elbow, and inhale, tap down. Exhale, lift, inhale. Exhale, 3, inhale. Exhale, 4, this is the challenge for today. And last one, exhale, 5, inhale. So now we're going to add lifting the top leg to the movement. So we exhale, lift the leg as we lift the head and chest, inhale, tap. Exhale, 2, inhale. Exhale, 3, inhale. Exhale, 4, inhale, and exhale, 5, inhale. From there, coming all the way up into your mermaid position, and we're just going to reach up and over. So if you don't have the ball, you're just going to do the mermaid stretch without the ball. And then I have some really good news and some really bad news. The good news is we've done the one side. The bad news is we have to repeat that to the other side, straight from our hands and knee work. So we're going to come back up onto our hands and knees, grab hold of your ball or yoga block, and place it underneath your right knee this time. So spreading those fingertips out. If you are lucky like us in the studio and you do have a mirror in front of you, just make sure that those shoulders are, your wrists, are underneath your shoulders and your hips are in line with your knee. We're going to scoop the belly button in towards the spine, thinking of that capital Y position within the torso. From there, we exhale, lift up into donkey kick, and inhale, draw the knee in. 2, inhale. Exhale, 3, inhale. 4, really trying to make your body as light as possible. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Holding it there, 10 little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bringing the leg in, we point the toes. We open your knee out to the side, inhale, close. Exhale, inhale. 3, keep lifting up out of that supporting hip. 4, 5, you've got it. 6, I know it's burning. 7, 8, 9, and 10, holding it there, 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We extend that left leg out. Again, lifting up out of the shoulders, out of that supporting hip. We exhale, lift, inhale, tap. So trying not to lift the leg too high, keeping it in line with the hip. Exhale, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Flexing your foot. We pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release, coming down into your rest position. And I don't know about anybody else, but that one definitely makes me nice and warm. Just grabbing a few deep breaths here, breathing in through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. And then we're going to come up to repeat our side lying work over to the other side. So Again, if you're following Georgie, you're going to lie all the way down for me and repeating the clamshells. And then as we come into our plank, you'll try and lift that bottom hip up off the mat, bring it down. And then if you're following Mia and myself, you're going to come onto your forearm, bring the small ball behind your knee, lifting up out of that bottom side. So the more you think about lifting the rib cage, imagine you've got a glass ball underneath your bottom side and you're not allowed to break the ball. We're going to bring your hand behind your head and we exhale, lift into clamshell. Inhale, release. Exhale, inhale. 3, 4, using that breath. 5, 6, 7, 8, really lifting up out of that shoulder blade. 9 and 10. We're going to add our planks. So we exhale, lift up into clamshell, and then inhale, release. Exhale, inhale. 3, 4, and 5. We hold it up there. We bring the elbow to knee for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming down. We're going to bring that small ball in between your rib cage and your hip. Otherwise, following Georgie for modified version, lying all the way down. We're going to place your hand behind your head and then balance on your bottom elbow as well. So remembering that capital Y position, the ribs drawing down towards the hips, the pubic bone zipping up. And we're going to exhale, try and lift your elbow off of the ball. Inhale, tap it down. It doesn't have to be a big movement. 2 and release. Exhale, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to add your leg to the movement. And we exhale, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly coming all the way up, coming into that mermaid stretch. We're going to reach up and over to the side, roll the body round, and lift. Exhale, reach, roll, and lift, and reach, roll, and lift. Right, then facing the mirror for me. We're going to gently squeeze the small ball. So what I'm going to do is actually give Georgie my ball, and if you're doing the modified version, you're going to place the small ball behind your back, and then I'll just use the yoga block as if it was a ball. Otherwise, you're following Mia if you've got your small ball and you're doing the full variation. So yes, if you're following Georgie, you're just placing the small ball behind your lower back. We're going to gently imagine that we're squeezing the ball or the yoga block, and we're going to exhale, roll down halfway just past your sit bones. Inhale, squeeze the ball even more, and exhale, slow and controlled. Rolling all the way back up, and then just making sure those shoulders are relaxed. Inhale, exhale, rolling down. Inhale, squeezing the ball or yoga block, and exhale, rounding. To come all the way up. This last one, we're going to hold it down there. So we inhale to prepare. Exhale, tucking your tailbone under. We hold this position, gently squeeze the ball or yoga block. We're going to bend your elbows, coming into bicep curl and release. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then exhale, rounding through the spine to come all the way back to that seated position. We're now going to add on to that. So we're going to squeeze the yoga block or ball, and we're going to pull in toward your chest. If you're following Georgie and you're using the ball behind your back, you're just going to press your palms together, release, press palms together, release. So we inhale to prepare. Exhale, roll down halfway. Inhale, bring your hands to your breastbone, stretch your arms out, rounding through the spine to come all the way back up. Inhale. Exhale, rolling down halfway. Inhale, bring your arms in, stretch, and exhale, rounding to come all the way up. We're going to hold this last one. We inhale. Exhale, rolling down halfway. We inhale, bring your hands to your chest. We're going to inhale, twist to the side. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, twist to the side. Exhale, back to center. And again, we twist. Exhale. Inhale, twist. Exhale. Last set, twist. Exhale. Inhale, twist. Exhale, and then we round through the spine to come all the way up. So just a little practice with the arms now, keeping those shoulder blades drawing down. We're going to exhale, lift your arms up above your head, and then inhale, bring them down. So we really want your lat muscles, those muscles that run underneath your shoulder blades, to activate here. And we gently squeeze the ball or yoga block and release. And squeeze, release. We're now going to go into our hinge back. So we inhale, lift the arms up, keep the back straight. Exhale, hinge back, hollowing out your stomach as much as possible. Inhale, squeeze the ball even more. Exhale, come up, and then bring those arms down. And hopefully you're shaking as much as we are in studio. Inhale, we lift the arms up. Exhale, hinging back. Inhale, squeeze, and exhale, lift. Bring those arms down. Last one for me. Inhale, lifting your arms up. Exhale, hinging back. Inhale, hold, and exhale, lift. Bring those arms down, and from there, just bring your feet together. Come into your butterfly stretch. How are we feeling, girls? Okay? Everybody at home, hopefully you're feeling good as well. Nice and warm now. And for the next exercise, we want to make sure that the small ball is just in between your shoulder blades. So if you're following Georgie, you're not going to use the ball, you're going to lie flat down onto the mat. So just all the way down onto the mat. If you're following myself and Mia, we're going to bring the small ball in between your shoulder blades. So whichever variation you're doing, if you're lying down with Georgie, make sure that your back is in your neutral pelvis. So you've got that blueberry-sized gap. If you're following myself and Mia, what we want to do is come into imprint. So we're going to tuck the tailbone under. So if you had that bowl of water, you would be tilting the bowl of water towards you. And then we're going to interlace our hands behind our head. Opening your elbows out to the side. If you're on the ball, you're going to stretch your upper back very slightly so that it's nice and straight without expanding the rib cage. We're going to inhale, think about that capital Y position within the torso, and then exhale, peel your upper body off of the ball or the mat. Inhale, hold, and exhale, release. All the way back down. Inhale, exhale, lift, inhale, hold, and exhale, release. Inhale, exhale, lift, inhale, hold, and exhale, release. Last one, inhale, exhale, lift, inhale, hold, and exhale, release. We're now going to add our legs coming into tabletop. So we'll start with the left leg. We inhale to prepare. As you exhale, lift that leg to tabletop. And then inhale, bring it down, switching sides. Exhale, lifting that right leg to tabletop, and inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. So hopefully you're starting to feel those upper and mid abdominal muscles firing up. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, holding it here. We're going to inhale, rotate opposite elbow to knee. Exhale, come back to center and bring everything down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift up to center first. Then inhale, rotate opposite elbow to knee. Come back to center and release. Exhale, lift. Inhale, rotate. Back to center and release. Exhale, lift. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, back to center and release. Last time, exhale, lift. Inhale, rotate. Come back to center and release. Exhale, lift. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, back to center and release. We're going to stretch those legs all the way out. And we're going to reach your arms up to the ceiling. We're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, start to peel your spine off of the mat, reaching up and over. Again, I'm just going to give my ball to Georgie. So if you want to follow me and do the full roll down, we're not going to use the ball. So we're going to reach your arms in front of you. You're going to inhale to prepare. And we're going to exhale, roll down, lower back, mid back, upper back. Inhale. And exhale, chin to chest, rounding through the spine. Imagine that you're reaching up and over a big barrel as you come into that forward fold. Coming back to your seated position. Inhale and exhale, rolling down. Reaching your arms back. Inhale and exhale, slowly rolling all the way back up and over. And just enjoying a little bit of a forward fold here, really reaching forward, bringing your nose down towards your knees as much as possible. And then coming all the way back to a seated position. So modified version, you're not going to use a small ball for this next one. Full variation, we're going to bring the small ball in between our ankles. And then what I'd like everybody to do is just roll all the way back down onto your mat for me. Interlacing your hands behind your head, squeezing the small ball if you're using the ball. Otherwise, modified version, you're just going to bring your legs up to tabletop without the ball. So we'll start just with the legs, just so everybody gets the feeling of this next movement. We're imprinting the lower back into the mat, so we're squishing that blueberry-sized gap. Gently squeezing the ball. We're going to inhale, extend your left leg out, keeping your head and chest down. And then exhale, bring that leg back to tabletop. Inhale, extend the right leg out. And inhale, bring it back to tabletop. Inhale, extend. Exhale, in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, in. Inhale, extend. Exhale in. So you're more than welcome to continue that version, keeping your head and chest down. Otherwise, we're going to exhale, lift your head and chest, pressing your breastbone down, and we inhale, extend, exhale in, inhale, extend, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last set, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and just hug those knees in toward your chest. It's not as easy with the ball. It does make it feel like the ball's going to go flying. So next exercise, again, we'll do the modified variation. So we're going to bring your legs into tabletop, gently squeezing the ball if you're using the ball. We're then going to inhale, extend your legs out, reaching your arms back, circling the arms round. As you exhale, bring the legs back to tabletop. Inhale, reaching the arms and legs out. exhale, circling round. So we want to think about the backs of the ribs staying pressed into the mat. Inhale, exhale, circling round. Now, if you want to, as you inhale, lift your head and chest. Exhale, circling your arms round, reaching those arms towards the ball. Inhale, extend. Exhale, circle round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, circle round. 2 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, circling round. Last one. Inhale, extend. And exhale, circling round. Again, just hugging those knees in towards your chest. Coming into our 100, I'll give you 3 variations for the 100. You can either keep your feet flat on the floor, bring them up to tabletop, or extend them towards the ceiling. So you've got those 3 versions: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So shall we have Georgie do beginner, feet down on the floor, then let's have Mia do intermediate, and then I'll do the advanced variations. So whichever one of us you'd like to follow along with. So we're going to bring those legs into tabletop if you're following me, reaching your arms next to your ears. We take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, lifting your head and chest, stretching those legs out if you're doing the advanced variation, and we start to pump the arms up and down. We inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Take the ball out between your ankles. Hug those knees in towards your chest, and little rocks side to side, just taking a deep inhale through your nose, catching your breath. And then we're going to bring our legs down onto the mat, opening your arms out to the side. So you can just roll your ball away. We don't need it now for the stretches. Opening those arms into a T position. We're going to drop your knees down to the side, coming into our windscreen wipers. And then switching over to the other side. And going as fast or as slow as you feel you need to in this stretch. So enjoying a little bit of a back stretch, hip flex stretch. Try and aim to keep those shoulder blades gently pressing into the mat. And then we walk those feet in. You're going to bring your right leg over your left knee, hugging your knee in towards your chest, coming into that figure 4. Stretching out the glutes because they've done quite a lot of work today. And release, switching over to the other side. And then grabbing behind your knees, we're just going to slowly rock ourselves up. Coming onto your hands and knees to come into cat stretch. And just taking this opportunity now as we come into our cool down to just take a second to feel how your body feels now after the class compared to the beginning of the class. We're going to exhale round through the spine, chin to chest. And inhale, arch. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Inhale, arch. Last one, exhale round. And inhale, arch. We're going to flex your toes. Push back into downward facing dog. And then start to pedal through those feet nice and slow and controlled. And when you're ready, start to walk your feet forward. Walk your hands back, relaxing your knees, slow and controlled, rolling up lower back, mid back, upper back. Inhale, pressing your palms together, little upper back bend. And exhale, release. And we are finished. Thank you so much everybody for joining us today for this small ball class. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you'd like to see more of these videos, please make sure to like, think about subscribing, and leave a comment on what you'd like to see next. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.